My name is John. The Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, Kith. This is what's on the tongues of the people out there, that this is where our lawful remedy lays or sits, so we can grab our authority from that Constitution. No, you can't. They're null and void. It's that simple. They're null and void. They've never been registered. Okay? They're an instrument still. An instrument only sings tunes to ears that want to bring it into existence. But it was never docked. It was never turned from an instrument into a document. So you can't use it. This was never registered in international law. Everything throughout Australia, doesn't matter which Crimes Act you go to, they'll either stem out of one or the other, being the Kith of the UK. And what I mean by stemming out of it is, here's the Constitution. When you say to the Crimes Act, where do you source your power to create this book? Where did you get it to create this book? And the Crimes Act has to say this, the Constitution, that's where I source my power from. Does the Constitution have lawful binding authority? No, it doesn't. So everything that's under it, everything that comes from the Constitution is gone. It is not here. It's a bluff that they have done to you here. A complete and utter bluff. I want you to understand that. That's why I say the difference between the intelligent and the smart asses. The intelligent people will say, officer, what is your source of power? Where do you even get the power to even speak to me? Where do you get it? Where do you source it from? And because you know now, the Constitution, especially the police at the ACT, okay, the Crimes Act 1900 stem from the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK. It's not here. See, what the people don't understand about the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK, before 1900, as you know this, that you had colonies here. New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, blah, blah, blah. You had colonies. What the Constitution done was this. It got rid of, and South Australia was a province, it got rid of all of that. Then it recreated all of that again. Okay? They're two different. Yeah? Because all the constitutions all the states and territories back then, or territory, yeah, you might not understand that, but all the states and territories back then, okay, were created individually. Then in the Constitution, doesn't it say, the people have agreed to unite in one indissoluble federal commonwealth? Well, the indissoluble was the funny part, because it was dissolved. And it was. You don't have a king or queen to uphold that Constitution. You think that Queen of England, being Queen Elizabeth II, is the Queen. No, she's not. She's the Queen of a different entity. The Constitution does not allow Queen Elizabeth II to be the Queen inside your Constitution that you want lawful. It doesn't allow it, because this Constitution only allows a king or queen, as it states in the schedule, go and read it, a king or queen from the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. That Queen Elizabeth II, that was expunged in 2010, but in your mindset she's still here. She's the Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. They sound the same, they sound all fancy, but they are two completely different kingdoms. You cannot take the Queen out of this kingdom and put it into this kingdom. Doesn't work that way, people. Okay, and it doesn't. So all of your constitutions and all of your stuff that stems from it, being the Constitution of the UK, red flag. Constitution of Kith, blue flag. Blue flag, corporation. Red flag, UK. It's their flag. And people go, yeah, but it's for respect. Out for the diggers. Well, you want to write that on your flag. This is in respect to all the diggers that fought for me back in World War I and World War II. Without it, you've risen, whatever you want to call it, you're holding a flag that is foreign to this land. You are doing exactly what the Australian government is doing to you, and that's placing another power for another country over you. And that you are. See, the thing about the constitutions and all these timelines okay, because there's many. The simplicity is none of these instruments were registered to turn them into documents. None of them are registered. But I'm going to go with you, okay, and I'm going to say, okay, let's say the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia was registered. Let's say it was, okay, and it was a binding legal document, because that's where your mindset is. Well, the entity in the preamble, read it. The people have agreed to unite under the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland as one. So here's that entity, United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. You come under it. And in 1922, this entity was dissolved. It's not here. So what are you sitting under? Nothing. Like I said, everything that stems from the Constitution, that stemmed from that entity, is dissolved. It's gone. It's not here no more. It's a complete and utter bluff. They've bluffed you. And that they have. So don't make it rocket science, because it's not. It's not rocket science. And it's not, none of this is rocket science. It's very, very easy to understand. Why I can explain it, because I've been in this for decades, to understand what's actually taken place here. So I can speak the fact to you. Nobody on this earth, especially in Australia, especially your QCs, especially your barristers and your lawyers and your solicitors, can produce any document that binds over the people. They can't do it. But they can. There's one document that does. And I can guarantee you, they're never, ever going to produce that document, because that document states so plainly, so clearly for your eyes to see, you're a slave. Because that's what that document is. Every single one of you in Australia has got it. Every single one of you. You've got that document. And that's the only document that's how they've got you, is through that document. Okay, well, instrument. Well, I've got to speak your language, because you think everything's documents, but it's not. But they will never come out and say, yes, this is how we control you, is through this document called your birth certificate. They're never going to say that to you, ever. And that's why it's in the Corporations Act as a security. A security. If these people out there, for the people out there with knowledge, this is what I mean. All this is knowledge. It's just it's doing your own research. So the people out there that understand what I'm about to say next, here's the 1 + 1 =. That's the formula that you have, but you don't have the answer. And I'm going to give you 2 answers, and it's going to blow your brain, because you can't do it now, because I stopped it. Okay? The Corporations Act, inside the Corporations Act, your birth certificate is classed as a security, and your security can be passed off onto an approved corporation. So you control your trust. That's how you do it. Very, very simple. You find an approved corporation like Perpetual Proprietary Limited, and you transfer that security. It's not a birth certificate, it's a security. You transfer that security into a trust that you have created through Perpetual. Yeah, it's that simple, and it is. The other side, there's another one, it's called bankruptcy. Your security, put your birth certificate number down on your bankruptcy form. No judge can turn around and say it's not a security. In the bankruptcy court, they'll say, what do you mean? What's this? Why is your birth certificate on there? Because it's a security under the Corporations Act, isn't it now? The judge can't go, no, because you can transfer that security to a privately owned corporation, being an approved corporation, okay, of the Australian government. Yeah, because that's all they are. The Australian government is just a trust company from America. That's it. Okay. So the people have been trying to work out how to claim all this money. Fuck the money. It makes you blind. That's why you don't understand the simplicity of this. I didn't come for the money. As I've stated in other videos, I didn't want no part of this. Okay, that's why I see it. That's why I understand it. Because I didn't come for the money. And all the money, as in the securities, you can do it like that, where you could have. But I put a stop to all that. Okay, and that I did. And that's all I can tell you. It's a security in the corporate. I know I'm just repeating myself over and over because it's simple. As the saying says, one document got you into this crap. One document gets you out of it. And it's the same document by transferring it from one trust company to the other trust company. And your capital name now is the executor of the trust, and the lowercase name is the beneficiary. The trustee is the trust company itself. And that's why I say your Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia, UK KITH, the Australia Act, all three of them, they're all null and void. They're never registered. Simple as that, and they weren't. So to all the people out there that say, yes, our constitutional rights, you have none. Okay, you have none. And it's that simple.